Has it ever happened to you? We order a deck, we're so excited to get it. The package finally gets there. We've been counting the days, we've been counting the hours. We finally get to hold that deck on our hands. And then all of a sudden, boom, rejection. That's exactly what happened to me with the PhantomWise Tarot. But there's a major twist to the story. Stick around, let's get into it. I'm going to tell you all about it. Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the PhantomWise Tarot. This is not a new deck, by the way. For those of you that know it, you know that it's been out on the market for a couple of years, more than 3 years. I got it, I opened the box, and I put it back on the shelf, on my bookshelf. I'm going to tell you the story and our journey with the PhantomWise Tarot. So let's get started. This is the front of the box. And this deck is by Erin Morgenstern. And it is from the author of The Night Circus. So pretty box, as you can see. I was so excited when I got it, and I just loved the box and the presentation of it and everything. And this is the back of the box. The PhantomWise Tarot, a 78 card deck and guidebook. It comes with 3 cards, or it illustrates 3 cards here on the back. And it says, welcome to a nocturnal fantasia where nothing is as it seems. The images in this black and white dream escape exist now and then and out of time completely, somewhere between asleep and awake. The hand-painted characters and creatures who inhabit this circusy wonderland serve as symbols, illustrating moments and mysteries encountered on life's journey. The enclosed guidebook will light your way, but you must trust your intuition as you travel through the path of the PhantomWise Tarot. Clarkson Potter is the publishers, and yeah, that's pretty much the box and the presentation, you guys. So let's get into the cards. The box opens like this. It has a beautiful red inside. It comes with a paper mache. By the way, the red is very nice because everything else is black and white. And so this is the book. This is a pretty thin book. It just pretty much goes right into what it needs to say. It has an introduction here. Of course, it has suggestions for how to read these cards. Then it gives you 3 spreads: Dream Child spread, Celestial Navigation spread, and the next one is the Down the Rabbit Hole spread. And so then it has an author's note here. Then it goes right into the major arcana and the minor arcana, of course. And what's nice about this book, I find, is that it has a picture of the card and then it has the meaning right down below. So it's very user-friendly and nicely written as well. So that's the book, you guys. Nice material, nice presentation. And now we get into the cards. And so the cards come out like this. This is the other side of the box, which is in red. And it's not like other linen paper stock that tends to be a bit slippery. This one is not slippery at all. And the surface of the card actually looks and feels like a raw canvas. And so because she had drawn everything with her, she did everything by hand. And these are all, I would say that every single card is like a mini painting, you guys. So because it has that feeling, and I don't know if you can see it here through the camera, but you know, it has that raw feeling, and every card looks like a painting. And I find it to be absolutely wonderful. So let's zoom in a little bit and let's take a look at these cards together. You know, when I got this deck, and they're not in order, by the way, but when I got this deck, you guys, I just could not relate to the pictures. I thought that they were silly. I didn't think that they were it didn't seem like they were talking to me. It didn't seem like we had anything in common. And so I just put it back on the shelf and I never touched it again. And it's been on the shelf for 3 years now. And until finally I said, and I think I saw it on a video, and I said, you know what, I gotta pull that deck. And so I just pulled it out about 2-3 weeks ago, and I have been working with it, and I am just finding out that we are connecting totally. The images are super clear. The tones of the colors, and you can tell that these are all hand painted, because like I said, it looks just like a hand paint, like a handmade paint, mini painting, right, on these cards. And I just think they look absolutely gorgeous. And it's amazing how, you know, I can get this deck and not connect with it, and then all of a sudden pick it up 3 years later and totally connect with it and wanting to work with it. But you know, I guess that's how it works. I guess that's how it is. And it's not the first time this happens to me. It's happened before, where I didn't connect with the deck, and then all of a sudden I pick it up and then I connect with it. Let's talk about the cards and the images, because they're really, really cute. And though they look very light, they're extremely deep. I get so much from these pictures, and I've been getting so much from these pictures in the last 2-3 weeks. It's really amazing. The 7th of Pentacles. Then you have the 8 of Pentacles. And of course, it's Rider-Waite-Smith inspired. So that is something that I liked very, very much. Look at this 6 of Pentacles. I really love it. I mean, if for any reason we were confused about what the 6 of Pentacles is all about, I think this picture depicts that really, really well. I don't have a doubt anymore what the 6 of Pentacles is all about. Look at that 5 of Pentacles. I really love it. You see, and this is what I'm talking about, this painting. This painting actually, and I'm going to call it painting or image, but it's really a painting. It looks like it's in motion. You can tell that there's wind. Her clothing are sort of blown by the wind. The snow is sort of blown, and it looks like she's having a hard time walking, and she's walking against the wind. So really well done. Really, really well done. The 4 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles, and some of the cards are peep cards, but not all of them, just some of them, which I find very nice, because I'm not into peep cards too much. So this was nice that just some of them are. The Lovers, the Hierophant, the 2 of Pentacles, I love that one. The Queen of Swords, the Page of Swords, Temperance. Look how fabulous Temperance is. I mean, she is pouring a cup of tea, and she's got wings, but I love her dress. So, and she also has arm jewelry. Really nice. Death. The Hanged Man. Justice. The Wheel of Fortune. That's a very interesting Wheel of Fortune. It's sort of like the bottomless sort of hole there, right? The Hermit, very cute. Strength. The Chariot. I love the Chariot. I've never seen a chariot like this. The Knight of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles. Look at that 9 of Pentacles. I really like that as well. You know, she's sitting on her pentacles. I'm so totally connecting with this deck right now. It's almost, this is wonderful, because I feel like I got a new deck, even though it was always on my bookshelf. So I didn't have to pay for it. I didn't have to wait for it. I got a new deck, and it was always there for me to have. I just didn't reach out to it. And so I'm happy that I'm reconnecting, actually, that I'm finally connecting with this deck. Judgment, the Page of Wands, the 6 of Wands. I love this one. Look how proud he is with this mouse in his mouth, and then all the other cats are looking to see if they can get it, right? This is great. This is another great one with the piñata. It's, because usually the Five of Wands it's a card of conflict, right? But I think the Five of Wands also tells us that it's about competition and it's about coordination. So to me, it looks like this is competition. Who's going to get to the piñata first? And so very well illustrated, very well done. This is the Sun card. I think that's pretty redundant. Not one of my favorites from this deck. The Moon, I love the Moon. This just totally the Moon comes out. It's such a dark background, and then you get the Moon that is just completely white. I really like it. The Star, also beautiful. The Tower. The Devil. That's a different kind of devil. But I guess, yeah. The World. See, when I first saw it, I saw this sort of an image of a child, of a young girl, and then I saw the rabbit, and I thought, I don't know about this. I don't know if I really can communicate with these images. And back then I didn't, but now I am. The Nine of Swords. That's a great Nine of Swords. The Ten of Swords. The Two of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords. Look, she took one that was on the wall and yeah, she's sleeping with it. It almost looks like she's afraid and she took that for protection, that she thinks maybe somebody wants to hurt her. The Six of Swords. I really like this Six of Swords, and I really like the image. You see the darker sky here, but then here it gets lighter, right? And so then you can also see the water very clearly. There's no people, but there's a lot of birds on that boat. So I guess the birds are going to another place, to a better place. The Five of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Swords. That's very nice. The Seven of Cups, I like this Seven of Cups. She's like imagining all of that. What she wants, what she might get, what she might not get. Be careful what you think of. The Three of Cups. When I look at this Three of Cups, I think, yeah, I don't know if I think of celebration or if I think of a spell. I don't know if I see witches there or what I see, but this is kind of a darker one. I don't really think that this is a celebration. I think that they are doing some sort of a ritual or something. At least that's what I think. The Four of Cups. The Two of Cups. That's really cute with the two rabbits. The Ace of Cups. The King of Wands. The Seven of Swords. This is a great Seven of Swords. I mean, that just depicts the Seven of Swords perfectly. The Four of Wands. Look at this cake. It's just 4 wands and a cake. It looks like somebody's getting married. At least that's what it looks like to me. So that is a very cute card. The Three of Wands. The Two of Wands. I like the cat sitting on the branch looking at the horizon. The Ace of Wands. The King of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. The Eight of Cups. That's a perfect Eight of Cups. And you really can see the painting. I mean, the printing on these cards is really, really good. You can really, I almost feel like I'm looking at the actual painting. And so I'm pleased with that. Why didn't I see all of that before? I don't know. It's almost like I was blind to it or something. I was blocked off or something. And now I'm coming back and I'm grabbing it and it's grabbing me and it's just working. I'm seeing this deck for everything that it is. The Five of Cups. I love that Five of Cups. Look at that. But she has 2 cups up there. But she doesn't want those. The Knight of Wands. It's cute. The Ten of Wands. There's a cat there. the 9 of wands. So that was not the 9 of wands, right? That was the 10 of wands. And that was the 5. Yeah, sorry. That was the 9 of wands. The 8 of wands. I like this one too. It's just like falling from the sky, you know. And the 7 of wands. So you guys, I'm so glad that I picked this deck back up. I am so glad. I'm really enjoying it. I think I'm going to be enjoying it for a while longer. I have done readings with it in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I've done readings for others. I've done readings for myself on this deck, and I am just totally enjoying it. So there is a reason why this deck is back in my life, and I don't know why, but it wants to talk to me now, and I'm happy to hear what it has to say. And I am welcoming all the messages and all the images, and I am embracing this deck exactly for what it is. You guys, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think about this deck. Do you have it? Do you not have it? Is it a deck that you're thinking about getting? I know that it came out a while ago, and what are your experiences with this deck? I would love to find out. Thank you for watching again, you guys, and as I always say, until the next time.